Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Chief Pat, and today we're going to be showing off a couple of replays I had yesterday when I was fighting for that #1 spot. And during that climb, I actually ran into a couple of people who had completely maxed out legendaries on their account, which is absolutely insane. I don't know about you guys, but many people haven't even got a single legendary, and to get your legendaries up to level 6, it's probably somewhere around 100 or like 70 to 100 cards to get there. I know for me, my legendaries are level 4, and I'm already completely maxed out as far as my epics, commons, and rares go, so these people must have invested a lot of money into the game, and let's go ahead and see how it turned out for them. Now, this first battle against Bren Chong, who's part of the Eternal Union, he actually hasn't played his card just yet, but if you take a look at the next card in queue, he actually has the princess queued up, which is a level 6 princess that doesn't die to arrows. The level 6 princess is the only level of the princess that doesn't die to arrows anymore after the princess nerf inside of the last update. So as soon as he dropped it, I was pretty surprised, but luckily I had an amazing counter in my poison spell, which ended up hitting the elixir collector, both of the towers, as well as killing the princess. So it sort of made her a non-factor throughout the entire battle. Now check out this right here. I get extremely confident and greedy. I've already taken his first tower, so I said, hey, I'm just gonna play my 3 musketeers instead of my giant skeleton because I'm gonna win this battle. But that turned out to be the dumbest thing ever. He just ended up freezing them. I wasn't aware that he had a free spell, and because of that, I pretty much gave him a free tower and a free way to get back into the game. Now I had to drop my spear goblins, or my regular goblins, to get in the way of that dark prince, just to make sure that they didn't even do more damage, but still, things went pretty bad, and now he has a massive elixir advantage. He has 2 more elixir than me, and he also has an elixir pump down, so it's going to take a lot of misplays on his end to not end up pulling this one out. And I'm going to have to play nearly perfectly, seeing as he also has that level 6 princess as well. Again, I'm actually going to poison that down right off the start, and at this point, I'm going to have to go crazy on defense. He's sitting full at 10 elixir with a P.E.K.K.A running down the lane, and he was a little bit indecisive about what to play, so he might have wasted an elixir or 2 there. And I'm going to follow up with my Valkyrie and a free spell to clear out the push on the left-hand side. Now, things are going well. My giant skeleton is holding up that P.E.K.K.A. Valkyrie and free spell took out that push. Another poison spell onto the elixir collector, the princess, as well as both of the towers. He really hasn't learned any better after the first couple of instances. And again, sort of just sitting on my heels, dropping my giant skeleton in the back to deal with this P.E.K.K.A. Really have to find a way to regain that elixir advantage after wasting so much elixir on those 3 musketeers I played on defense, which didn't work out too well inside of that last tower going down. Okay, well, anyways, gonna freeze on the left-hand side yet again. Gonna drop my goblins onto the Dark Prince because the Dark Prince would be super effective in taking those out. But take a look at the right-hand side. He actually didn't respect the giant skeleton 3 musketeer to push, and because of that, I'll drop a cannon right onto his princess so it takes her out immediately. He actually ends up arrowing a lot of my stuff, including my giant skeleton, but take a look at this free spell. It's going to go down right in the nick of time. It's going to freeze all the goblins. My musketeer at 1 HP is going to end up stealing the deal for us, taking out someone with fully maxed out princess, which ended up being a pretty insane battle. I have to put that one on me. Honestly, it really shouldn't have been that close, but I played those 3 musketeers on defense against a P.E.K.K.A and a Dark Prince like an absolute idiot. But let's go ahead and cycle forward where we're going to be playing Bren Chong from the Eternal Union again, except for this time he actually decided to double up on the legendaries, and he's going to bring his fully maxed out Ice Wizard as well. So I don't remember ever playing anyone on my account who had fully maxed out legendaries, both of them in the same battle. I faced a couple of level 6s, but never both of those in the same hand. So as soon as he dropped that level 6 wizard, I was so surprised, and we're gonna have to see how we can take this out. A really good Valkyrie by him is gonna take out my giant skeleton as well as the Inferno Tower. Poison spell is ticking away on that elixir collector as well as the ice wizard, but still gonna have to deal with a couple of his cards in just a second because now he's making a massive push towards our base that we're gonna try to counter with both our cannon as well as our goblins. So this should be fine. Spear goblins will help out as well, and only a little bit of damage from that ice wizard, so not too shabby. But again, we are down 5 elixir, and I can't stress to you guys enough how important it is to try to maintain that elixir advantage. If you can keep your elixir advantage on your opponent, keep making favorable trades, let's say arrows for minion horde, you're getting 2 elixir out of that trade, 5 minus 3, there's your molt math right there. You want to make sure you're always getting the perfect trades against your opponent, and he's traded pretty well so far after countering my initial push with that Valkyrie. So right now the onus is sort of on me to make some plays for the rest of this battle and make sure that I don't get destroyed. Okay, so Poison Spell is going to go down right now. That's going to kill the Princess as well as the Ice Wizard. However, he comes down the lane with a double Prince push, which turns out to be a huge problem. I still have a Musketeer on the left-hand side doing awesome damage, as well as I played some pretty slick goblins to take out that Prince. But we ended up taking a decent shot, but it could have been worse, honestly. But again, look at his elixir advantage. He had about 6 elixir on me, ends up dropping another elixir pump, and we're just playing on our heels throughout most of these matches. I don't actually think it has to do with the level 6 epics or legendaries. I think it has to be more with our initial pushes. That first push that I did sort of set us back for the rest of the game. So again, he's going to play an Inferno Tower on defense. If I were him, I probably would have just gone on the full offensive, seeing as he has so much resources and so much elixir. But let's go ahead and freeze his push that he is going on in the right-hand lane. Wait for us to be able to use our Valkyrie in the very center of all of those. And now with our 3 Musketeers barreling down the lane, he actually dropped his Prince right on top of our Giant Bomb. So that could have been way worse for us if the Prince didn't take that damage, but still didn't end up the best, and we're going to have to end up poisoning the Princess yet again, and I didn't hit the Elixir Collector, so I'm not going to get the value out of taking that out. Alright, so right now he is full on Elixir. He's got 2 Elixir Collectors down. Again, just going to be playing on defense. Musketeers, 2 are going to go to the right, 1's going to go to the left. And if I can actually cheese him on the left-hand side and take that tower out, it would be pretty good. If I freeze that left tower and he doesn't play any defense, we could actually end up winning. But I will have to play my free spell on the right-hand side because we're taking a lot of damage right now. So going to end up freezing that. Giant Skeleton and Musketeers are going to take out all of the, or both of the Princes. We've got our Poison Spell ticking away on that left-hand tower, as well as a massive push in the very center. And as he drops that Valkyrie, it's going to end up getting hit by our Giant Bomb yet again. Doesn't look like he's adjusted too well to the Giant Skeletons. And now one more Giant Skeleton in the very back to start off our push. And we can start making a push for that left-hand tower. So it's at 1,339 HP. He does have a push down the right-hand lane. Again, free spell plus our Valkyries will be able to knock those out. We do need to take out that Princess, though, because look at the Princess. It's raining down damage on the tower with its fully maxed out arrows, which is insane. Looks like our Giant Skeleton is going for the tower, though, because he wanted to go for the win. He really didn't want to tie. I can definitely respect that. He just started to do a push down the right-hand lane, but unfortunately, tower is going to be at 290 HP. That's going to be another victory against a pair of fully maxed out legendaries. Absolutely insane. Not sure exactly how much he must have spent, but must have been a lot. Didn't pay off too much inside of those battles. Let's go into one more battle against, I always mess this up, Amadeus. I think that's how you say it. A lot of the YouTubers were making fun of me one time because I think I called him a skilled player and I tried to say it and I said Amadeus or something. I don't even know, but anyways, let's go and start off this battle. He didn't end up having fully maxed out legendaries, but it was a pretty fun battle either way. And starting off with the 3 Musketeer split, Goblins going down the right-hand lane to counter that Prince, and then as soon as my free spell comes up, watch what happens as I freeze both the tower as well as the Princess, and I even got the Prince stuck in there. So the Prince is going to go down, the Dark Prince is actually going to come out right after that, but still, his tower is going to go down off that very first push, and that's the power of split 3 Musketeers. I was able to distract him on the left-hand lane. He had to drop a couple of troops, drop his Ice Wizard, and then on the right-hand side, I was able to push his tower. At this point, he definitely does have the Elixir advantage, similar to Eternal Union guy in the last battle. So let's go ahead and play some defense. We've got the P.E.K.K.A. The Goblins are going to end up assassinating that Princess, while one of the Goblins, or 2 of the Goblins, actually distracted. So so far so good, and with our Spear Goblins going down, we should be able to help out against this Prince and this P.E.K.K.A. But he ends up dropping the free spell, which is pretty much going to put us in a really bad spot. He's able to save up some elixir, drop his Princess in the back. We have our Valkyrie, but we're going to have to play that pretty soon. So Valkyrie is going to go down, but it's not going to end up stopping the Prince. And yeah, we're going to trade tower for tower after this Princess shoots over the top. So really nothing gained after that very first bit. We're actually almost completely tied, except he has 1 elixir on me. And I have a Valkyrie as well as a little bit of damage on his left-hand tower. So immediately afterwards, he's going to drop an Elixir Collector on the left-hand side. And we really just have to get ready to make another push. Now, I feel pretty confident if if we can get a perfect free spell, then our push should be able to beat his push. As far as our giant skeleton and 3 musketeers, we need to make sure to fight on our side of the map as much as we can, and obviously that's not going to happen during this one because of the P.E.K.K.A. being played right there, and it's going to meet probably right in front of his tower. So let's go ahead and see if we can outplay him a bit, dropping our spear goblins right here to help out against this P.E.K.K.A. He's got the princess, which we can poison, but we end up missing the poison like idiots, or like an idiot, I guess, as the princes are in the back, and now the princes are just doing insane damage against our musketeers. He's going to follow up with another elixir collector. That's actually pretty interesting. I don't know if I would have played that, seeing as his tower was getting taken. He might have been able to go on a counter push right there, but still not going to worry about it too much. One more shot from our musketeer, and here goes the P.E.K.K.A. that's right in front of my face, and this is where he's hoping to pull out a victory. So goblins are going to go down in just a second. Those are going to assassinate the princess, or try to assassinate the princess in the back. That actually didn't work out too well. And now that the Dark Prince is running towards our musketeers, we're going to end up dropping a cannon to stop it in his tracks. He drops another elixir collector. I'm not sure what his obsession is with those elixir collectors, but that one is actually going to be pretty rough for him, and it's going to end up costing him the game. He should have just ended up using his elixir for something else, seeing as there was only about a minute left in overtime. He actually wouldn't have gotten great value out of that elixir collector anyway, so good game to him, and that will wrap it up for the battles for today. So good stuff on my main account. I've been making some awesome pushes, and when I sit down and play for like an hour or two, I'm usually able to get back up to number 1. So really awesome stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Maxed out legendaries are insane, especially inside of those first 2 battles, and him using both of them inside of a single battle. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.